move to part 3 now. Okay, let me show you the pricing procedure determination once again. Okay, under the procedure RVAA01, you may notice there are lots of condition types, almost like 73 entries here, as you can see. But have you ever wondered why in the condition table displayed by this sales order, not all the condition types are being displayed? Would you know the reason? There are only about 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 condition types displayed. And what happened to the rest of the condition types? This is because this, although you have defined a lot of condition types here, the system will display only the condition types for which there is a valid condition record to be displayed. What I mean by this is that there can be a situation that not all the condition types have got their condition records created by the user, because as you can see in this table here, a condition type has to be fed with a condition record so that it carries a value. The condition type itself does not carry any value. We have to assign a value to that. So how do you assign the value? We assign the value in a special screen called VK11, or if you want to go by the menu path, it's over here, conditions, this one, logistics, sales and distribution, master data, conditions, select using condition type and create. And it's VK11. This is a place where we can create a condition record for the condition type. Let me create a condition record for condition type PR00. PR00 is our price, which is shown here. So it's already having a price of $11. Let me show you display first. I want to show you the existing one. We need to know the, so once again when I display, if you have noticed, the system is prompting a key combination. Key combination is actually the condition table, which I have already explained to you here, because each condition type and condition table combination will have its own condition record value. So when I select a condition type here, the system is asking which condition table you want to zoom into. So I have customer material with release status, price list with release status, and then material with release status. Yeah, material with release status is over here. It doesn't display the sales and sales organization and distribution channel, because that is required in all the condition table. It just displays the last one, which is material. So we need to actually select the proper key combination in order to go to the proper condition record. Key combination as in the proper condition table. If you choose this one, don't expect to see condition record 20 here. You will not be able to see it. Okay. On the other hand, if you are not sure which combination or condition table you have actually maintained the condition record, you can actually cancel this and choose condition information. This will show all the condition records created for all the condition tables. Let me execute this. You can see the table, condition table 305, customer material with release status. Actually this 305 represents a code for the condition table, because each of the condition table fields combination should be given a code to actually differentiate between one and another. So the code of 305 has been given. I will explain to you how to create the condition table later on. Now just bear with me. So from here I know that there is a condition record exists for this key combination or condition table, customer material with release status, this one. Okay, so just select that and view the condition record, which is $11. This is how we can view. If you want to create a new one, let's create under a different condition table. Go back all the way and go to create, and I'm going to create under material with release status. So I'm not going to create a price by the customer. I'm going to create a price by the material. Choose 1247, amount is 13, and save it. Condition record saved. Now let us display now. Choose the key combination, material with status, and display. You can see $13 that we created just now. If I go back, I choose key combination, the first one, I should be able to see $11 there. Yeah, $11. If I want to see all of it, I just click condition information and clear this. Alright, you can see only the customer material with release status. Probably this has been defaulted. Let me just check, display this. You can see $11. If I want to see, let me just check what is the distribution channel that I've chosen. RE valid on 22/2009. So let me go and see valid on 22/2009, and then I can see material with release status. The problem was with the date, because for the key combination material with status I have entered the valid on as 22/2009. So the system won't show when I choose 19/2/2009, and I want to display all the condition records exist for all the condition tables. So in order to see all, I have to actually enter end date, which is until end of the universe. Probably that will solve the problem as well, where I can see the condition records created for 20th February as well. So using this option to display all, I can actually check what are the condition records existing for different condition table. All these are condition tables 305 and 304. If I select this and display, I can see $13 here. Alright, or else if you know the exact condition table you have created the price, you can choose from your key combination and go in there. And there's also select using index option, which is actually another option to actually filter the condition records. This is customizable. We customize this over here. Go here, probably I'll explain that in a different topic. Let me create a topic for that. Select using index. customizing conditions. Okay, I'll save this. Let's focus on our condition techniques. Now I've already shown you how to create a condition record. You just have to choose this and enter the key combination or condition table and maintain the price. So once you maintain the price there, you have already maintained a price here for $20. Let's maintain $20. I'm going to change this because as for my example it's $20 here, so let's follow the example, $20. And for condition master material is $11. So over here it's $11. Let me just double confirm. Yeah, $11. So it's good. I'm not going to create a condition record for this because you need a price list and so forth, which is quite complex, but this too is good enough for us to proceed with the training. Okay, now I have defined a condition record by the customer and regardless of the customer at the material level. So how the system will know which price to select? Is it $11 or $20? How do I tell the system that how do I tell the system as long as a condition record has been maintained for the customer, then please choose this condition record, and you have to choose this condition record $20 only in the event there is no valid condition record exists for the customer in the sales order. How do I tell the system about this? This is where we need to use access sequence. Let me just tell you, access sequence is just a priority method using which we can prioritize the condition tables to tell the system that okay, first go and look for condition record by the customer, and if you cannot find a condition record maintained for the customer material combination, then look for only the material without the customer and pick up the price. If there's no price maintained for material itself, then the system will throw an error message. Obviously you cannot find a price by the material or customer, so there's no way we can save the sales order. That makes sense. So let us go and see how to maintain this priority using the access sequence. To go to IMG, so over here pricing control, define and assign pricing procedure. Sorry, over here we need to define the access sequence first. This is where we define the access sequence. Go in here, I need to give a name for the access sequence. I click new entries. I can give any name here, but before that let us see what is maintained here before we create a new one. Let me go to PR02 for example, because according the reason I'm going to PR02 is because if I go to our condition type PR00, which is the price, I can see the condition type is assigned to this access sequence PR02. I've already told you that we assign the access sequence in the condition type, So this is how it is assigned. Okay, probably to make this diagram clearer, because earlier I was wondering how to actually plot the access sequence here. Now I got a better idea. I can branch out something like this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut off this, and I'm going to maintain an access sequence. Just bear with me for a moment. So this is going to be one access sequence. Alright, access sequence PR02. Under access sequence PR02, I will have this order, but there can be only one access sequence, so there's no point in drawing such a long line here. So let me cut off that. I'm going to assign something like this. This is absolutely correct, and under the access sequence I will have my entries here. Yes, beautiful. This is what I was trying to explain. I should have drawn this earlier, but anyway. Okay, let me save this. Alright, now I have a better picture on how to represent the access sequence. So under the condition type I have the access sequence, and under the access sequence I have the sequence by which the system should search for the condition record. First, okay, let me open the access sequence now. PR02, PR02. If you're wondering where I was, I'm here. Sales distribution, basic functions, pricing, pricing control, define access sequence, maintain access sequence, go to PR02, accesses, click on this node, and here you can see the line 10, 20, 30, 40 is just a priority number. It's freely definable. You can enter whatever you want as long as it is incremental. So using which we can actually tell the system which is the first condition table the system should check for, and it is stated here as customer material with release status 305, and the system will search accordingly. Condition table 305 is here. This is condition table 305. Let me minimize this. Then comes price list category, currency, material status. This is the one. Secondly, the system should give priority to this if there's a price list maintained. Okay, let me show you where to maintain the price list. It's in the customer master data itself. Let me go to sales area over here. Okay, you define a price list. Let me show you where to define a price list. You can zoom out from here, press F1, go to customizing, Okay, it is under pricing control, sales and distribution master data, basic functions, pricing, and maintain relevant master data fields. Here you can maintain the price list categories. Go in here, and if you double click, nothing will pop up. So this is just a simple table where you can maintain some codes. Click new entries and maintain some codes, and go to the customer master data and assign the price list here. So using this price list, let me show you. Let me minimize this. Where was I? Not here. Yep, here I was explaining about the accesses. Using the price list and currency of the sales order and material, we can determine a condition record accordingly. So if that fails, if there's no condition record maintained for this combination, then go for the next condition table, which is sales organization distribution material. Here the condition table 306 has been defined twice, because in the second entry they have mentioned a requirement here. This is actually ABAP code. If you click the zoom button, if you see the 3, there's a 3 belongs to this 3, and click on this view source text, you notice this is just an ABAP code. You can get your ABAP to write some codes here, so that the system will execute this code and determine whether the code is entering yes or no, and depending on the yes or no, it will actually execute this condition table or not. What they are trying to derive here is that, let me go in again. They are trying to check whether the sales order is actually has got a foreign currency. This check is actually the checking the document currency, not any cents or not equal to the company code currency. Then they are returning a value of 0. Depending on the value of 0 or 4, the system will actually take some actions here. It will decide whether to execute or choose this condition table or not. Okay, so you can actually write your own code and assign it here. You can do many kind of checking. If the document is foreign currency document, then the system will choose this condition table. That's what they have written here in the ABAP code. If you don't understand ABAP code, it doesn't matter, just understand what I'm trying to say. Alright. Let me just check this once again. Yeah, that's what they are trying to do. Okay, now then if it's not a foreign currency document, then if there's no condition record maintained for this combination, then the system will come to the next tab, which is material with release status. It will check if there's any condition record created for this combination and pick up that. If no condition record found for any of these condition table, then the system will throw an error. You cannot save the sales order. Okay, let's check what are the fields that is found under this condition table. Go in here, you can see the table fields: sales organization, distribution channel, sold to party, price, referencing, material, release status, and so forth. So how do I specify these fields here? Because I can only specify the access sequence here, but how do I specify or create the condition table in the first place? We need to go to this step to create a condition table. Over here, to create a condition table. Yeah, create condition tables. Let us see the existing condition table 305. This is how we can actually define a condition table, which is this. What you are seeing here is all the available fields which can be used in a condition table. There are plenty of fields which you can use as a condition table. You can just drag and drop here. Alright, let me just show you how to do that. Go to create. We can't create 305 because it's created by SAP. Probably we go for something else. Let me try Z. We must enter a numerical value about 999. Yep. And select an allow field. So I'm going to simply drag in sales organization and just use there's no find function. This is strange. So go by the alphabetical order. Just select this, double click. If you double click, it will be selected. And then distribution channel should be up here. Distribution channel, yeah, and division. This is how you select your condition table and save it. But what happens if the available fields in this field catalog is not sufficient for you? Are you able to add additional fields here? Yes, you can. Let me show you that. I'm going to quit this. Over here, conditions allowed fields. You must go here. This is the field catalog. This is where the system is showing all the available fields in the first screen that I showed you just now. So if you want to add a new field, just click new and add a field. These are the available tables from which you can add. COMG is a table name, and the available fields you can see here. The one highlighted in what color is this? Pink is a table name, and the one highlighted in blue is the field names. So you can come down here. All these are fields under the first table that I showed you just now. And let me show you another table. Yeah, you can see another table here, COMK. So you can add fields from this table. So these are the available tables and fields from which you can add. Let's go back. So that's how you add. Let's come back and create the condition table. Now you know how to create a condition table. Let's go now. Let me just create a condition table anyway. I want to create 999. I want to pull in a sales organization. Where is the sales organization? And distribution channel, and material. I'm not going to go by division. Probably I go by this. Let me just check whether the others. Oh, none of it has got division, so it's good way to actually how to remove this. Just checking how to remove this. Wow, double click back. This is strange. How do I remove? Can I press this delete? Yes. Yeah. So just point here and press delete, so it will be removed. Then go to division. I'm going to create an option to actually specify price by division and then by material. Right, now let me see, I need to generate first, or press this generate. Yes, I want to generate. Table A99 has been saved for generation. Okay, now I got this table display. Yes, it is here. This is how you create a condition table. And condition type you have to create using this option. Oh, this is locked. I think I'm using it. Condition type. Let me close this. You don't have to create a condition type if the existing condition type are good enough. So even if you want to create a condition type, you can just copy and change it. You can just copy to ZR00 new price, yeah, and just save it. Already exists, so probably we just enter a company code Sun. Alright, I created a new condition type. Let's go and have a look at the condition type. What are the important things we need to understand about the condition type? Firstly, the condition class. Each condition type has to be classified, whether it's a price, tax, or discount, and so forth, because as you can see here, you can have a condition type for price, you can have a condition type for discounts, you can have a condition type for taxes. So how do we tell the system that the condition type that I'm creating belongs to this category? It's just a categorization of the condition type, so don't worry too much about it. And this is the most important function. You need to actually tell the system how the system will treat this, the value entered for this condition type. We're going to treat it as a quantity, meaning that the price value that enter in this condition type will be multiplied by the sales order quantity. This is what it means. Okay, the calculation type works in this way. If you enter C here, which means quantity,